Hello, candle lovers! Thank you so much for tuning in to me today. My name is Greg, and this is all about candles. Happy Saturday, everyone. Every Saturday, I like to do a candle haul here on my channel if I have some candles to share, and I did get a big Goose Creek order not so long ago. It's my long-awaited winter and Christmas Goose Creek candle haul. Of course, since I've placed this order, Goose Creek has put out like 3 or 4 more Christmas collections. So I'm a little bit late to the party here, but I have placed another order. So I have even more Goose Creek winter and Christmas candles headed my way. I have to say that last year, my favorite winter candles that I burned were from Goose Creek, and I was really looking forward to getting my hands on some of their winter fragrances this season. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 candles here to share with you guys from a whole bunch of different collections. I even got some like bakery gourmand candles. So let's just get right into it. Let's start with this Artic Air candle. I think that this packaging on this collection looks really nice. Goose Creek does a lot of candle packaging with like animals on them. They love an animal illustration, a cute animal picture. I've got to say it's not really my thing. I feel like, these polar bears are really cute and everything, but I think that the wraparound here is really gorgeous, and I'd be perfectly happy if we lost the polar bears and just had this beautiful sort of blue and white snowflake motif, But no big complaints. I think they look really cute. I think these wraparounds are done quite nicely. My only note for this collection of candles is that I think they'd look a little bit better with a white lid on them. Actually, let's see. I've got a white Goose Creek lid right here. Yeah. I think I might be swapping out the lids on this collection and putting white lids on all of these candles. And then I'm going to talk about the candle in like a weekly wax wrap up and be like, look at the cute white lid. And in the comment section, you guys can all let me know that didn't come with a cute white lid. Anyways, Artic Air. Was this a new fragrance this year? I think it might have been. The scent notes on here are cool Arctic Air, frozen juniper, and vanilla icicles. Ooh, some of these candles are repurchases for me, but the ones that aren't, I haven't even smelled yet. And I've been sitting on these candles for a while, and I've been resisting the temptation to give them a first sniff because if I can, I really like to wait until I'm with you guys to give them a smell for the first time. Anyways, Arctic Air, cool Arctic Air, frozen juniper, and vanilla icicles. Oh, this is really good. This is nice. This is very pepperminty, and we're not getting a peppermint scent note on here, but I'm picking up on a considerable amount of peppermint, even more so than the juniper. I guess the cool Arctic Air scent note is kind of what's signaling the peppermint. First and foremost, I'd say this is a really bright, like cooling peppermint fragrance with a considerable amount of vanilla and just a little bit of herbaceousness from that juniper. But if you don't like juniper, I think that you'd get away with enjoying this fragrance because it doesn't have that sort of like gin. A lot of the time, juniper berries smell like gin when they're in fragrances. This doesn't smell like gin at all. It's really peppermint and vanilla with a little bit of that herbaceousness from the juniper. Oh, this is nice. It's very refreshing, very cool. It's a very bright, kind of like highly pitched fragrance. I like it a lot. Just very refreshing and cool. It's not particularly complex, but man, if you just want a really nice, fairly straightforward, like cooling peppermint sensation, this Arctic Air is like delivering on that for sure, to the point where that peppermint does get just a little bit like mentholated, but it's not like full blown like Vicks Vapor Rub eucalyptus vibes, you know? It's kind of like a cooled, chilled, slightly mentholated peppermint vibe. I like this a lot. I think that this smells quite strong as well. I think this will really project and open up when it's burning. Ooh, I'm happy with that one. My favorite types of candles in wintertime, Christmas time are like outdoorsy, cold air, frozen lakes, trees, frost, juniper, those types of things. This is just right up my alley. Yeah, Arctic Air. Really looking forward to firing that one up. Also from this collection, we have Vanilla Frost. Man, I should have done my research, you guys. I'm not sure if this is a new fragrance this year or not either. I think it might be. At the very least, it's new to me. What do we have here? We've got some cute looking foxes on this label. I will point out that my candle has a little bit of a vertical streak right down the middle of that like oval text box, and I'm not sure honestly if that's like a production issue or if it was just my candle got kind of marked up. Yeah, it's my candle. My candle got a little bit marked up, so I don't think that you're gonna see it on your version if you order it. I wonder how that happened. It's kind of peculiar. But anyways, this one looks really nice. Really, really nice. I like this wraparound. I think this collection's gonna look really pretty when it's burning as well, because there is a bit of a sheerness to this wraparound label with the snowflake designs. I think they're gonna look really pretty when they're burning. And I should mention, this whole collection has white wax on it, and the wicks appear to be fairly like medium length and like medium thickness here. Not a thin core wick, but like a ropey wick. Anyways, the scent notes on Vanilla Frost are marshmallow snow, vanilla clouds, white coconut cream, and frosted mint. Oh yeah, this is good. This smells great. This doesn't have any sort of a mintiness to it. This is almost like a gourmand fragrance, but not like a bakery fragrance. There's no bakery like starchy component to it. It's really almost like a vanilla marshmallow vibe that I'm getting. Yeah, frosted mint. I'm really not... Yeah, there is just a hint of mint in there. Not nearly as much mint as we're getting in the Arctic Air candle. This mint is like really in the background of the fragrance. This is a vanilla fragrance first and foremost. It's kind of like medium in range. It does have a little bit of an outdoorsy vibe to it, you know, with just a touch of that mint in there, giving it a little bit of a frosted outdoorsy vibe. And there's a really creamy note in the base of it. You know, I'm not sure that I would identify the coconut in here without knowing what the scent notes are, but there is like kind of a rich, sweet, smooth creaminess in the base of the fragrance. And a really lovely, smooth vanilla as well. Yeah, I'd say just a little touch of mint on top. The main body of this fragrance is a really smooth vanilla, and then like a lovely sort of creamy sweetness in the base of it. This is really nice. You guys know that I love vanilla. I mean, I'm pretty sure that half of these candles that I ordered have vanilla in the scent notes somewhere. I'm okay with that. This is nice. I'd say, yeah, like a medium ranging fragrance, predominantly vanilla, which makes sense since it's called Vanilla Frost. Smells nice and strong though. One of the things that I love about Goose Creek, since I like vanilla fragrances so much, Goose Creek does a fantastic job with their vanilla fragrances. They are able, and not just like gourmand vanilla fragrances, and not just like a smooth vanilla bean note, but they have a way of of making all of their vanilla fragrances really pop. I get more strength and throw out of Goose Creek vanilla candles than I do any other brand of vanilla candles. They do great vanilla fragrances. Moving on, I've got Wonderland here. We've got some really cute bunnies in their Christmas sweaters on this label. Wonderland, this is a repurchase for me. I've smelled this fragrance before. This is one of my favorite fragrances that I tried for the very first time last year. And I've really been looking forward to reordering Wonderland and getting another one for this season. I loved this candle. This might have been one of my favorite candles that I burned last winter. The scent notes on Wonderland are crisp peppermint, warm vanilla bean, and white woods. Oh man, this is a good one. There's something really unique about this fragrance. This is a fragrance that's quite different from fragrances that I've smelled before that are in this sort of genre of outdoorsy, minty, woodsy fragrances. Once again, they really nail the vanilla note in here. And we've got a mintiness on top. I'm not sure I'd specifically call it a peppermint. It's a fairly smooth mintiness, so it comes across a little bit more as a spearmint to me. Yeah. This is, once again, kind of a medium-ranging fragrance, but quite nicely balanced. Peppermint on top. The main component here, once again, is like a vanilla note. Not a gourmand or a bakery vanilla, but like a smooth, like fresh vanilla bean vanilla. And then there's a considerable amount of woodsiness in the base of this. And the woodsiness in the base of this is what really kind of sets it apart for me from other fragrances that are similar to this. That blend of the peppermint, the vanilla, and the woods is just done a little bit differently here than what we usually get. The woodsiness, it's not like a fir tree or even a birch. I'd say it's not like a sandalwood either. It comes across as a little bit of a mahogany, I'd say. Kind of like a deep, rich, smooth woodsiness. If I had to like pick what type of wood this was, I'd probably go with mahogany. Yeah, really, really nice. I love Wonderland. It's really, really an interesting one. And I remember getting pretty good performance out of this candle last year and being very happy with how it burned and everything. So yeah, Wonderland. It's a good one. Okay, I did pick up a couple like bakery gourmand fragrances, like 3 of them to be exact, from this collection here. And this one is Red Velvet Cupcake. Oh, I love myself a red velvet cake. It's probably my favorite type of cake. Well, I mean, that's hard for me to choose. It's hard for me to pick favorites when it comes to cake. But red velvet cake is definitely up there. This is also a repurchase for me. I burned this candle for the first time last year. I enjoyed it enough to want to do it again. You guys know I'm not that big on like bakery fragrances, so when I do find one that I like, I tend to stick to it. The scent notes on Red Velvet Cupcake are red velvet cake, cream cheese icing, and rich cocoa vanilla bean. It's that cream cheese icing. I love myself a cream cheese frosting note, like in pumpkin cinnamon bun from Bath and Body Works. Just gets my mouth watering. Yeah, and I mean, this really smells like a red velvet cake. I would have to say that if I were to change one thing about this, you do pick up on the cream cheese frosting, but it's not nearly as prominent as like the cream cheese frosting note that you get in something like pumpkin cinnamon bun from Bath and Body Works. This is a little bit more of a background cream cheese frosting note. What I pick up on first and foremost is that cake, like the chocolate cake, but not like a super like dense, rich chocolatey cake. It's a little bit of a lighter chocolate cake note. A little bit of a starchiness, giving us that gourmand component. Quite a bit of vanilla as well. Yeah, just lovely. Yeah, this smells great. I think that I might just put this candle under the heat lamp in my kitchen for like a week or two and use it up that way. I haven't decided yet. God, this smells tasty. Oh, this smells so good. This is making me want some red velvet cake. Yeah, pretty straightforward fragrance, you guys. It is, I think, one of the other reasons why I like this bakery fragrance is because it's a little bit lower in register, and it's not actually that sweet. Like I said, the cream cheese frosting is a bit more of a background note, and that red velvet cake, it's not like a super, super rich chocolatey cake. It's a little bit of a lighter chocolate cake note. Yummy. Red Velvet Cupcake. And I think this collection is cute. It's not blowing me away, but it's lovely and perfectly acceptable. Also from that collection, I've got Sugar Cookie Milkshake. I have not tried this fragrance before, so I'm excited to get my nose in there. The reason why I picked this fragrance was because I did want to get some kind of like Christmassy gourmand fragrances, but since this is a milkshake, I'm hoping it might be a little bit like lighter and brighter and have a little bit of a cooling effect to it. The scent notes on Sugar Cookie Milkshake are holiday sugar cookies, vanilla ice cream, whipped cream, and coconut flakes. Nice. Yeah, this really does smell like a milkshake. This smells a lot like a sugar cookie. First and foremost, this is a sugar cookie fragrance. Once again, it's like in the medium range. I do like that Goose Creek doesn't always go super highly pitched with their fragrances, even like their bakery fragrances that have some sort of a marshmallow or berry or cookie or icing component to it. They have a lot of really good like gourmand fragrances that are actually lower in the fragrance register. Yeah, there's a lot of a starchy component to this, like that sugar cookie note, and it's got a little bit of that texture to it of, you know, a little bit of a granular sugar cookie, but it's also smooth as well. Just a whisper of coconut, perhaps. Yeah, not a ton going on in here, but it smells like a very, very tasty sugar cookie with a little bit of a chilliness to it. I'm not sure. There's nothing in the scent notes here that would signal like a coolingness, you know, like there's no mint or anything, but there is sort of a nice kind of brightness to it as well. Yeah. Sugar Cookie Milkshake. That smells pretty good to me. Also from that collection, I've got Vanilla Snowman here. I mean, we were just talking about vanillas. I really, really did it with the vanilla fragrances. Don't worry, they're not all gonna be vanilla fragrances. I've got quite a bit of stuff coming up that's gonna shake things up a little bit, but Vanilla Snowman. This is a repurchase for me. I tried this for the first time last year, and I really, really, really enjoyed it. I mean, just give me all of the vanillas. We've got a white lid on this candle, and this entire collection as well. I forgot to mention, this entire collection also has white wax and sort of medium length, medium thick, ropey wicks on them. The scent notes on Vanilla Snowman are fluffy marshmallows, vanilla sugar, and cocoa powder. Yeah, this is fairly similar to a couple of these other candles that I've already talked about. Just a really lovely, straightforward vanilla, but this one does have something in it. There's maybe just a little bit of a hint of chocolate, but first and foremost, this is a really nice sort of fluffy vanilla fragrance. It's good. God, this smells tasty, you guys. This candle haul is making me hungry, like in a sweet tooth, hungry kind of way. Yeah, it's a pretty bassy vanilla fragrance. Once again, like it's fairly medium to low in the fragrance register. The vanilla bean is really nice. It's soft and it's smooth and it's nicely balanced. It's a little bit bright, but it's also got some depth to it as well. This candle reminds me quite a bit of Vanilla Snowflake from Bath and Body Works, and I mean, it's called Vanilla Snowman. I've got a feeling that Goose Creek's doing a little bit of a Bath and Body Works Vanilla Snowflake dupe here, but I'm okay with that because we have not got Vanilla Snowflake from Bath and Body Works for a minute. We didn't get it at all last year. Rumor has it that we're getting Vanilla Snowflake from Bath and Body Works for Candle Day this year, so I'll be keeping my eyes peeled for that. But until then, I've got my Vanilla Snowman from Goose Creek. Nice. Okay, moving on to this next collection. And I think this collection just looks beautiful. I got all of these candles because they all really sounded like they appealed to me. This is like really the epitome of a candle design that I love. I love just a really sort of simplistic but pretty design. And once again, it looks like there's a little bit of sheerness to the wraparounds on this collection. So I think they're gonna look really, really pretty when they're burning. This one is called Blankets and Snowflakes. This is a new fragrance for me. Haven't smelled it before. I've been dying to smell this stuff for a while now, but I wanted to wait until I was with you guys. The scent notes on Blankets and Snowflakes are cozy blankets, falling snow, warm spices, and sparkling vanilla. Hey guys, take a shot every time I say vanilla. Oh, this is nice. You know what this reminds me of a little bit is the Cozy Flannel and Vanilla from Bath and Body Works, which was a brand new Bath and Body Works candle fragrance this year. Yeah, Cozy Flannel and Vanilla, it's very similar here. We've got sort of a cashmere, like a linen kind of cashmere scent note with a considerable amount of vanilla. I'd say the vanilla is more turned up in this fragrance than it is in Cozy Flannel and Vanilla. This one has quite a bit more vanilla and a lot less of that kind of flannel-y cashmere component. There's also a warm spice note on here, but I'm not really picking up on that. This is like a cashmere vanilla fragrance. I'd say it's kind of medium in the fragrance register. Yeah, very vanilla forward, but I'd say actually kind of equal parts vanilla and cashmere. A little bit reminiscent of Snowflakes and Cashmere from Bath and Body Works. Really lovely, really smooth, really soft, really cozy smelling. Oh, that's nice. And I think that this collection is beautiful. I thought this collection looked nice when I was checking it out online, but in person, this collection looks even better. There's a really lovely sort of glossiness to these wraparound labels. And also some of the details like those little golden flecks in there really sparkle in person. This one here is Chesnut Firewood. I'm very excited to get my nose into this one. Love me some fireplace candles in the wintertime. Love me some roasted chestnuts. The scent notes on here are roasted chestnuts, toasted sugar, and smoked firewood. Whoa! Whew. Okay, this is smoky. This is very, very smoky. This comes across to me more as like a smoky fragrance than like a fireside or a firewood fragrance. Like, this is a lot of smoke, guys. Roasted chestnuts, toasted sugar, and smoked firewood. I can't say I'm picking up on the toasted sugar. This is not a sweet, sugary candle at all. This is very, very bassy, very, very smoky, very roasty and toasty. And there is some nuttiness, I have to say. This is a very smoky, nutty fragrance. It's very rich, it's very robust. It's not smoky to the point of smelling burnt, but it's a little bit more smoky than I was expecting. Yeah. I'm on the fence about this one on cold. I'll really have to see what it's like when it's burning. But I'm a little bit on the fence because I'm just picking up a lot of smoke and not much else. And I like smoky candles. However, this smells like it might actually just smell like there's like bad smoke happening. Do you know what I mean? It's just a little bit a little bit too on the nose as far as like a sort of like stern, scalded smokiness goes. Like, wow, this is interesting. It's interesting. I can't say I'm obsessed. I can't say that I'm loving it. But I'm going to have to burn it before I pass judgment. And we do have colored wax on this collection and kind of medium length, medium thick wicks as well. Let's see, on blankets and snowflakes, oh, we had a beautiful, beautiful wax on blankets and snowflakes. That's really lovely. Yeah, and this one's Chesnut Firewood. I'll be interested to burn this and see what happens. Yeah, it's really smoky, guys. Really smoky. All right, let's move on. I never smelled this fragrance yet. This is Snowball Fight. I think this is the most beautiful out of all the candles in this collection. I love this coloring. Oh my goodness. Just gorgeous. And Snowball Fight, I don't think that this was a new fragrance. I think that Chesnut Firewood was brand new, and the rest of the fragrances in this collection are repackages, but it's new to me. All right, the scent notes on Snowball Fight are snowy vanilla, frosted blooms, red berries, and sweet musk. I was taking a little bit of a chance ordering this one. Not obsessed with red berries in the wintertime. Let's see what it's like. Ooh, I like it. This is interesting. This is different. Yeah. So this is not like, you know how the candle companies want to find a way to give us fruity and berry fragrances in the wintertime. You know, I'm looking at you, Snowy Peach Berry from Bath and Body Works. Can't say I'm a huge fan of fragrances like that, but this is nice because this has a pretty chilly vibe to it, actually. It says snowy berries, frosted blooms, red berries, and sweet musk. I'm really picking up on a bit of a mintiness in here. This is interesting. This is like new to me. This is different from most of the berry fragrances that I smell in the wintertime. This is a fairly highly pitched candle. It's fairly high in the fragrance register, and it's quite sweet as well, but not so much so that it's turning me off. It's kind of like a minty berry candle for me. It says frosted blooms, but I am not picking up. I really don't think I'm picking up on anything floral in here, and I don't think I'm picking up on sweet musk either. Maybe a little bit. I could picture this being like, it's kind of a Bath and Body Works body care vibe, like a winter body care vibe from Bath and Body Works. But there's something about this that's really quite unique. And I think it's that berry note. I'd say, honestly, I think that it's like a raspberry blueberry combo. It's very fresh and bright without being too top heavy. There's a nice balance to it. I think there's a little bit of mint in there as well, and it is definitely like a bit of a sweet musk in the base. This is interesting. I'm trying to think of something that I could compare this to that you guys might be familiar with, but I can't. Yeah, it's like a minty, berry, musky sort of situation. I really am not getting the floral. Oh, look at this beautiful wax on here. I love that. I love the coloring on this candle. And like I said, this collection looks even better in person than it does online. This one's really neat. I like this a lot. I'll be really interested to burn this one up and see how it does. Snowball Fight. All right. One last candle from this collection, Snowy Branches. Another really beautiful wraparound on this one. Very similar to the others in the collection. This is a brand new candle for me. I haven't smelled this one yet. This entire collection had the white lids with the Goose Creek stamp on it. The scent notes on Snowy Branches are cool winter pine, snowy balsam branches, and white cedar. Oh, I love this. Oh, this is right up my alley, you guys. This is a frosted, snowy forest with lots of trees and lots of wood. There's a nice balance in here. This is like a sort of medium to high for me in the fragrance register, and I really do pick up on all three of those things. Pine, balsam, cedar. The cedar is in the base of it and has a nice rich sharpness to it. The balsam is balsaming. But there's also a really lovely kind of bright cooling effect in here. And yeah, cool winter pine. I think there might be like just a touch of eucalyptus in here, giving it that cooling note. There's no eucalyptus listed in the scent notes here, but I think we've got a little bit of a slightly menthol eucalyptus happening on top, and then balsam in the middle, cedar wood in the base. Oh, I love this one. I could just sit here and smell this all day. I think I'm going to be firing this one up tonight. I'm really in the mood for something like this. Nothing like fresh balsam from Bath and Body Works. The balsam in here isn't first and foremost. This is really nicely balanced. It's like equal parts. Like you get a little bit of like a cooling sort of menthol from the eucalyptus on top, but then this is like balsam, cedar wood in equal parts. Yeah, like that pine and the cedar in equal parts. It's not nearly as pungent as something like frosted balsam and birch from Goose Creek. This is really smooth, really bright, really woodsy. A really bright, smooth, like balsamic, woodsy fragrance. Snowy branches. I love this one. Oh, I hope this one performs well. I'm really into this. Snowy branches, guys. Oh, I'm excited for that. That is just right up my alley. All right, this one is a repurchase for me. I burned this candle for the first time last year. This is Lavender Snowfall. Actually, Summer from Fragrance Junkie recommended this candle to me and got me totally hooked. Shout out to Summer from Fragrance Junkie. If you're not following her, definitely check her out. I really like the wraparound on this one. Just a really great white wintry forest setting, but with that lavender, definitely showcasing the lavender on here. This was one of my favorite candles last winter because you know how sometimes they try to give us lavender candles for all seasons, you know? They give us a summer twist on lavender, a spring lavender, a farmhouse fall lavender, and oftentimes I feel like wintertime lavender fragrances come across as a little bit phoned in, but this one really hits a spot because it really is like an outdoorsy, wintry, cold, foresty lavender situation. The scent notes are frosted lavender, cooling peppermint, fallen snow, and white woods. Oh, and this is strong too. This candle was a great performer for me when I ordered it last year. Yeah, a really nice, strong, sharp, potent French lavender, and I'd say that the French lavender note is fairly equally balanced with the peppermint. They're really like working together in a lovely way. Like I'd say that the lavender and the mint are both sort of the top and the middle fragrance notes in here in equal parts, but then in the base you also have like a considerable amount of woodsiness. The woodsiness is a little bit more in the background, really letting that lavender peppermint combo shine, but then there is like a bit of an aftertaste, a bit of an after smell of that woodsiness. Yeah, oh my gosh. We've got white wax and like thick ropey wicks on here. Medium length, medium thickness, I'd say on these as well. I think that all of the wicks on these candles look very similar. Yeah. God, I love Lavender Snowfall. I am so excited to start burning this one. It's just lovely. It is quite stern. You know, it's definitely got that sort of stern, sharp French lavender vibe to it. But the way that they balance it out with that peppermint and then just sort of that woodsiness as well. I love it. I love this candle. I'm so excited to have another one for this season. Yes, Lavender Snowfall from Goose Creek. Moving on, frozen waterfalls. Yes, frozen waterfalls. The same collection as that Lavender Snowfall and a fairly similar design on here. Really, really lovely. I love the use of the sort of the blue shades of coloring on this wraparound. Oh, gorgeous. And there is a little bit of sheerness to the wraparounds on this collection. I think they'll look really gorgeous when they're burning. We've got white wax on this collection. Those wicks look a little bit off center. I haven't noticed that with any of these other candles, but it's a little bit noticeable on here that we've got slightly off center wicks, so I'm gonna have to keep an eye on this one. I don't think I've smelled this before. I think this is a first time for me, but my scent preferences, there's been a lot of waterfalls, a lot of lakes, a lot of frozen lakes, and now we've got a frozen waterfall. I think I know what to expect from this. The scent notes are frozen waters, fresh eucalyptus, icy grapefruit, and white woods. I am not a big fan of grapefruit fragrances, but I wanted to give this one a try, have a bit of an open mind. I don't think the grapefruit's gonna be first and foremost. I'm expecting a lot of eucalyptus. I'm getting a lot of eucalyptus. Oh, I like this. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is very similar to Frozen Lake from Bath and Body Works. You know, maybe this is Goose Creek's dupe of Frozen Lake. It's frozen waterfalls after all. Also, I burned Mountainside Lake this fall from Goose Creek. It's similar to that, but this is a little bit sharper and stronger than the what was I saying? The Frozen Lake, Mountainside Lake. Gosh, you guys, all these candle names, it's getting hard to keep track of all of them. Mountainside Lake. In fall, there was a candle called Mountainside Lake. I don't think this is a repackage of this. This is coming across as a little bit stronger and brighter. Yeah, but very similar to Frozen Lake from Bath and Body Works. This smells stronger than Frozen Lake, though. It has been lately. Yeah, really nice. I mean, first and foremost, you're getting a considerable amount of eucalyptus, and it is a fairly like mentholated eucalyptus vibe. Very bright, very minty, a little bit herbaceous. There's a woodsiness in here. I can't say I'm really picking up on grapefruit specifically, and honestly, it comes across to me as a little bit more like bergamot than it does grapefruit. Yeah, there's a little bit of a citrusy tartness in here for sure. Yeah, it's not salty though. It's lovely. It's strong, a little bit woodsy. Yeah, I like this one. Frozen waterfalls. I mean, candles like this are just right up my alley, you guys. I wouldn't say this goes into cologne territory though. I think that it's a little bit too much on the menthol for it to make like an appropriate like men's cologne. You know, it smells a little bit more like natural and outdoorsy to me than like a men's cologne smells like. Yeah, frozen waterfalls. I love candles like that. I really do. All right, up next we have Winter Splendor. Oh my gosh, it's been so hard. I really, really wanted to smell this candle, and I've been waiting till I recorded. So many people have recommended Winter Splendor to me. Like, I've got to say, people have told me, I've probably had at least a dozen people tell me, you gotta try Winter Splendor. I really like this packaging, this wraparound with the pine cones, something a little bit darker, a little bit more rustic from the packaging on this one. Really, really, really nice. Very, very Christmassy. We've got white wax and the same sort of wicks that we're seeing on all of these candles. The scent notes on Winter Splendor, I know this is a lot of people's favorite. The scent notes on here are winter cedar, cinnamon bark, icy peppermint, and smoky firewood. Oh yeah, this is good. This is really good. I'm grateful that the cinnamon isn't overwhelming. I don't like really cinnamon heavy candles. And this cinnamon is nice, it's nuanced, it's not too sharp, it's not red hot. I'd say predominantly I'm picking up on cedar and firewood, like maybe a little touch of smokiness, a lot of cedar. I'd say this is cedar first and foremost. A bit of peppermint, a bit of cinnamon. This is nicely balanced. And the cedar note, I think, is actually in the upper register of the fragrance. I'd say overall, this is kind of a medium ranging fragrance. Yeah, with like kind of a cinnamony woodsiness up top. A little bit of a mintiness in like the middle of the fragrance. And some smokiness. There's like just a little bit of some smokiness in the base of it. Not nearly as smoky as like this chestnut firewood. I'm still a little bit gobsmacked by this candle. What I appreciate about this chestnut firewood is that it's unlike anything I've ever smelled before. It's interesting in that regard. I just can't tell if I like this chestnut firewood or not. It's nothing compared to the smoke in that one. This one, it's really lovely balanced. This is, I can tell immediately, I know why this is everybody's favorite. It's really nicely executed and well balanced. You pick up on all those scent notes without one of them really overpowering the other or taking center stage. And yeah, just lovely. A lovely blend here. Yeah, this is really, really nice. This just screams Christmas. This just screams Christmas into my nostrils. Yeah, it's warm, but it's also a little bit like outdoorsy. Thank you for your recommendations on this one, you guys, because I'm not sure I necessarily would have ordered it on my own, seeing that cinnamon note in there, but it's not an overpowering cinnamon note. In fact, it's a very light touch of cinnamon. Yeah, that smells good. Winter Splendor. I'm so excited to fire this one up. All right, one last candle, my friends. This one's new to me. I'm not sure if it's a brand new fragrance or not. I apologize, guys. I really should have done my research. I'm not sure which one of these were completely new fragrances to Goose Creek or not, but whatever, who cares? This one is Christmas Magic. I love this wraparound. I love a good like outdoors Christmas tree, you know? This wraparound looks really nice as well. Really well executed. I think Goose Creek's done a pretty good job with their packaging this winter. I think that their packaging this winter is looking a lot better than some of the stuff that we saw in the fall. Anyways, Christmas Magic. The scent notes are sweet peppermint, creamy vanilla, and white woods. We've come full circle, you guys. We're back to like mint, vanilla, and woods. Christmas Magic. Perfect. I love it. It's a minty, vanilla, woodsy candle. How does it compare to the other one that was basically woods, mint? Yeah, this one here, Wonderland. Very similar fragrances, but actually very similar scent notes and somewhat similar fragrances. Wonderland has a little bit more of a woodsiness to it. This Christmas Magic is medium in range. I'd say once again, we're getting a nice equal balance here between the peppermint, the vanilla, and the woods. Once again, I'd say this is a vanilla peppermint candle first and foremost, with a little bit of a woodsiness in the base of it. This one's really lovely and nice, but it's not standing out to me the way that some of these other ones do. This one smells a little bit more safe, maybe. Not quite as interesting. This is a really nice but safe, like vanilla peppermint. Yeah, I like it though. I like it. This one smells a little bit weaker to me than some of these other ones that I've gone through, gotta say. But it's good. It's lovely. Yeah. Christmas Magic. I'm excited for that one as well. Yeah, and I think that Christmas Magic, I think this would work well as a bit of a blending candle because it doesn't smell like it's going to have the strength and throw on it as something like Wonderland does, or this Arctic Air, or even Vanilla Snowman. So I think this might be a really nice candle to blend with other fragrances that are in a similar vein, that minty, woodsy, vanilla goodness, you know? Yeah, this is nice. I like it. Slightly concerned about strength and throw. The peppermint in here is a little bit more muted than the peppermint note we're getting in some of these other fragrances. And so it's not quite popping the same. The vanilla note is a little bit muted as well. It's kind of medium to low. I like it though. I think I would want to up the woodsiness factor in here. There is just a touch of a very vague woodsiness in the base of this fragrance. I don't think I could really tell you what kind of woodsiness I even think it is. It's really vague and quite light. Yeah. I like it though. It's not bad by any means. It's just not standing out to me the way that some of these other ones have so far. But it's good. Yeah, Christmas Magic. Really solid. Nothing spectacular, but really solid. I'm excited about these, you guys. I'm really happy with these. I'd have to say that my biggest surprise here is this Chestnut Firewood. This is like a smoke bomb. And I have yet to decide whether it's a surprise in a good way or a bad way. We're going to have to wait till burning it. Snowball Fight. I think this was a big surprise as well. A really lovely, outdoorsy, bright, chilly berry. Yeah. Snowball Fight's a standout for sure. Winter Splendor, I love. I had a feeling I was gonna like that one. You guys know me so well. Like when I get multiple comments that I need to try a certain candle, I know you guys know what you're talking about and you're gonna hook me up, right? That Winter Splendor is really great. Arctic Air. This Arctic Air packs a punch. I like it a lot. Yeah. This one's really nice and minty and chilly and cool. And Vanilla Frost, that's a good one as well. Yeah, that's a nice kind of frozen vanilla. Yeah. Ooh, I'm excited for these. I can't wait to get to burning another Lavender Snowfall and a Wonderland. These were two of my favorite candles last winter. That Wonderland is just so nice and unique and a really well-rounded fragrance. And Lavender Snowfall just packs a punch, man. It's refreshing, but it's also got like a real sort of sharp personality too. Yeah, Lavender Snowfall. Ooh, I'm so excited about these, you guys. I was so excited. I wanted to do this haul last week, but I was sick. I had a nasty stomach virus. I didn't record anything last weekend, so I was excited to finally pull these out of the box because I felt like smelling some stuff again. You know, I was really excited to set these up and get to filming and sharing my thoughts with you guys. Please let me know in the comment section below what your experience has been like with these candles. Do you agree with my opinions? Do you disagree? Let's chat. Talk to me, folks. I'd love to hear from you. I'm going to be back tomorrow with the weekly wax wrap up. It's going to be a big one. Got through a lot of really great candles this week, and I didn't record a weekly wax wrap up last week either because I was so sick. So it's going to be a big supersized weekly wax wrap up tomorrow. I'm going to talk about some Bath & Body Works news. I'm going to talk about some of the new collections that we've seen from Goose Creek. Some of those candles are already on their way to me. I'm going to do a recap also tomorrow of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Talk a little bit about that ridiculous show with Kim Kardashian, All's Fair. And I've also got a really great 4-part burning question that I'll be covering tomorrow in the weekly wax wrap up. So please stay tuned for that. You guys could hit me up with a like, a comment, subscribe to my channel. That would really mean the world to me. You can follow me on Instagram at allaboutcandles and email your burning questions to allaboutcandles@gmail.com. I'll see you tomorrow for the weekly wax wrap up, and until then, my dear gorgeous and beautiful candle loving friends, let's burn some candles and bitch about it. Thanks, you guys. Bye for now.